Good morning, guys, and welcome back to MicroStrategy Administrations class. And in this video, we are going to learn a very important topics of MicroStrategy, that is the managing users and security, because the security is the core job roles for any administrations into their day-to-day tasks. Because you have to manage, you are the responsible who are managing the users groups and their security groups and their permissions. So today we are going to cover how you can control the access, how you can use the security filters to access your data, and how can you configure the permissions and ACLs into your micro strategies. So let's start this class. And before starting this class, guys, if you have not subscribed this channel yet, please subscribe the channel and help us to get the 5,000 subscriber. Thank you, and let's start with this class. So basically, MicroStrategy it provides a multi-layer security models. Let's say at the project source level, we have the project source level, and then project level, and the object level securities. And at the project source level here, you can see this is our project source, and at this project source level we have the users and groups, we have the privileges and the securities. And at the project level we have the security filters and the connections mapping at the project levels. And at the objects level, we objects, we have the different kinds of objects here, the scheme objects, public objects, and a couple of objects we have here. And at the objects level we have the permissions. So it provide you a multi-layer security to control the access. So if I just talk about little bit, about the authentication. Is authentication basically, is this a uh, valid micro strategy users or not? If this is a valid user, then it's going to be come log in into your micro strategy with their username and the password, right? So and then at the users level, and then you have the privileges, right? So what the privileges means, that means what can the users or groups do with their user, with their privileges into the MicroStrategy environments. And then you have the security role. And the security role basically what the projects uh, can the user or group access, right? So all these are the authentication means if this is the valid user or not, that's going to be checked at the authentication level. Then their privileges level, privileges means what, or the authorization. If you understand the, you can correlate the privileges with the authorizations, what the task you can perform, what the type of task you are authorized to perform within the applications, right? So that's how it's work. And that's the security role what projects can, users or groups can access. So and we have the security filters and the connection mapping, and both do little bit the same type of the functionality. What data can the user and group view? And MicroStrategy it provides the couple of security features to safeguard the access to the system, projects, functions, objects, and the data. And we have also, as I mentioned earlier, the objects permissions. And basically object permissions, it's give you the MicroStrategy folders and objects can the user and groups access, users and groups access. So you can assign the permission at the objects level. You have the security filter, security role, privileges, and authentication into your MicroStrategy, right? So we have the project source level, we have the groups and users, privileges, and the security roles. All these three are at the project source level. And as I mentioned earlier, at the project level we have the security filter and the connection mapping. These two options we have at the project level, and that one we have the at objects level. Right, so let's start. You can see the users, group, connections mapping. All these are the security filter. If you just go to here under the administration tab, you can see the users and groups. You can see here we have the users and group here, and go to the configuration manager, the database instance. We have the connections mapping here, the database connection mapping here. Right, so that's how you can use them and utilize all these features to restrict your environment. Okay, so enough theory. Let's go and start our practical in this videos. And in this video, we are going to create couple of users, groups, and then we will take a look how we can utilize them. Right. So right now we are going to create a group first. Let's me go to and create a groups. So I'll go to under the users manager, and under the users manager, you can create a new group. Right. And I'm going to give the users. No, you can enter any group's name here, and let's say we are going to give uh, our developer, not analyst, let's say the developer group. So all our whatever the developer users we have into our applications, we are going to add them into this developer users group. So just click OK, and you can see we have three groups now under the users manager. Right. So okay, let me go to edit again and then go to projects access. And here under the projects access, you can assign the permissions to these groups, whatever what kind of permission you want to associate with this group. So I'm going to add a couple of just permissions here. Let's say the web and your reporter. Client web already selected here. I'm going to say the client architect and the server reporter, analytics, collaborations here, and then server analytics. I'm going to assign these permissions only. Right, all these privileges I have added them and then hit OK. So I have assigned the permissions to this developers users group. So you do not need to to manage one each and every users individually, but the best way and the ideal the best practice is to use the groups to manage your users. Okay, so here and you need to click on. Now we are going to create our users, and we don't have any users right now under this developer users group. You can see if you just click on any other groups than the developers users, then you can find a couple of users here. So I'm going to click on the developer users and creating few users here for our demo, and then you have other options. You have the options under the groups. You can create the groups and users both. So we are going to create the users here, and let's say I'm going to developer one, uh, and I'm just giving it the name of full name, that's a developer one, and user cannot change the password, and I'm just entering the password now. You can enter any password based on your policies. Right, let me just do one thing. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, let me, I think I typed def dollar history. Okay, and here under the user's definition, you need to go to the project's access, and you can notice that though you haven't assigned any permissions here to these groups, but if you just go to the project access, because we are creating these groups under the developer users, you can see the same permissions has been inherited from these groups. Right now you can see the hyperweb reporters that they the same permissions already inherited into these users now. Okay, and then let's go to the groups, and you can see we are the member of these groups. If you just want to associate these groups, these users with other groups, you can do the same at the same time also. So the whatever permissions these groups and whatever permissions these groups have, if they both have the different permissions, then this user going to get the permissions from the both groups. And then you can click on OK. So we have created one groups, and this is the member of our developer groups only. Let me just uh, go to here. You can see the location ID. That's our ID when it was created. Who's the permissions? You see, and you have the security filter options here also. So we are going to take a look how we can use them. So projects that have been granted access, I'm just going to giving the access to this group, this projects, the MicroStrategy tutorial. Okay, and let me create one more users here. Okay, and here, if I just go to the developer 2, and then I'm just entering their password. Oh, sorry. All right. So we have two users under this developers groups, and now we are going to configure our project's access, right? So to configure, in order to configure your project's access, what you need to do, you need to just log in into your developers tools, which we already logged in, and now you need to go to the projects, whatever projects you just want to configure them, and then into the projects you need to right click to this projects, and then go to the projects configuration here, and here you will see a new windows will be open for you, and here you have a couple of options to you can configure for at the projects level, not at the project source level. At the project level, as we discussed, you can configure here also. So if I just go to here, you can see the options that we have the project source here. Right, so here you can assign and configure the users and the groups for at this project's level. So I'm going to say just give me a moment. Let me see how what type of groups or the users we can use them. So must we have the analyst. You are going to select what type of roles you just want, the analyst, architect, administration, certified, or anyone. So I'm going to select these normal users here. And from the normal users, if you just can see the selected members here, we already have the everyone groups already added here into the selected members, right? So basically what it's going this user is going to ensure, this member list going to ensure that all users have access to this project source, whoever is the member of this everyone groups. So that's fine. I'm just going to hit OK here, and then go to our this projects, and then I'm going to do the same steps here, the human resource analyst module, and go you need to go to project access, expand the project access here. So you can select the normal users from here, the same users, same steps which we perform just now, and you can see the everyone groups added by defaults, but I'm in this for this projects I'm going to remove it. So I have removed it. And now I'm going to select my another groups, the groups which we have created, right? So that's my developer groups. I'm going to select that one, not the everyone. I just want to give the permissions to the users who are the member of this group only. Right, so you have the options also to show the users. If you just want to see the users, you have the options here. So you can select the checkbox and you can see them. So we have added the developers users groups into the selected members here for this human resource analysis modules. And if you just want to add any users, so let's say we are going to add one of users from this developer users group. So what you need to do, you need to select the groups under and then you must have the users here, but it's not showing because it's by default it's disabled, and you need to select this checkbox. You need to check this checkbox, and as soon as you are going to check this checkbox, you are going to get the all the users which are of this users groups, right? The developers user developer 2 here, and then click on OK. So we have this developer users groups, and I'm also adding uh, these users into these selected members here. Or let's say not, let me remove these groups because we have already we have two users, and what's the purpose to do this? I'm just removing these groups from here. I'm just adding only one only one users of this for I'm assigning the permissions for these users to this project source to these projects. I'm not going to assign the whole users cannot access should not access to these projects, because if we have the couple of we have the 10 or 100 users of this group, so and we have added these groups into the selected members, that means all the users have the access of these projects. But I'm just going to select individual users here, and whatever users I'm going to added them added them into the selected members, those users can have only the access of this project. So then you need to select. So what's the purpose? What should be happen here? The only developer two can see these projects under the MicroStrategy Analytics module project source, but on developer one should not see these projects, right? So then click OK, and our task is completed. Now let's go to disconnect it, and I'm just going to select this one. And what I'm going to just developer one, and then developer one, let me log in with developer one. It should be logged in, and you can see only one user, because we have added the developer two users to the MicroStrategy Analytics module. That's a different one projects, and only one users can only developer one can see these projects, and these users cannot see also the administrations and other things also, right? But if you just disconnect them and log in with your developer two, this is my developer 2. Developer 2 should not see the MicroStrategy tutorial projects if we didn't do any mistakes to creating and assigning the permissions. Oh, okay. I think I'm doing something wrong. Let me check these users. Let me go to and log in with my administrator rights. I think I have typed the wrong password. Go to here real quick. User's name under developer 2, edit, and you can you have the options to reset the password, to unblock your users if they have blocked or disabled. And then now I'm going to use my developer too. So what happening here, the developer to have the access of both projects. However, a developer the developer ones doesn't have the access of these MicroStrategy tutorials, so the human resource analytics modules. So that's why the developer 2 can see the both projects under the project source, right? But it cannot see also the administration task. If I just go to and disconnect and log in with my administrator, right? So here, and now go to here under the user manager, the developer, and go to developer here, and let me see the project source. Okay, so go to project source. You can see here it's a member of developers, right? So I'm going to remove these users from this MicroStrategy tutorial projects, and I'm going to access the projects access. And here, let me go to the normal user. So you can see that everyone can see these MicroStrategy tutorial projects. If you just want to remove this everyone groups from here, and just I just want to select the developer users and only the developer one. I'm just going to add developer one only. So click OK. Okay, now let me just disconnect them, and I'm just going to connect it again. Developer 2. And here you go. Now developer 2 can only see the human resource analysis modules. So that's how you can manage and provides the extra layer or the security, because the users who have the access can see only the permissions, whatever authentication or authorization he have, whatever privileges he has, he or she can only see only those objects, right? So that's how you can manage your infrastructure. Hope this help you to understand how you can assign the permissions, how you can filter the privileges to access the particular or resources into your MicroStrategy. Okay guys, and thank you.